Hello, everyone. What's up? You're welcome to the show. You listen to the Skelton Key podcast. I'm your host, Kagan. With me, as always, is
Keegan.
And
who?
my brother Tay, the semi-permanent
I don't have
guest.
any cool nickname.
Okay. Actually, yeah, we haven't addressed that. What do you like when to call?
That's not my place to choose.
Gigs.
He's tater tot.
Tater tot. All right, I like that.
Not my place to choose.
You know,
Tater or tater tot? You choose.
tater skin.
Okay.
That's
Tater tot. I'm good with that. You found that?
Yeah.
All right, tater tot. That might stick.
I don't know if it was a camera frame, but we added a newest addition to the decor here.
I forgot that was back.
I
Dude.
think when I was looking at it, you can see I think half of him, so they may not be able to see his whole thing, but it's Epstein.
Yeah, it's a Jeffrey Epstein flag that says this flag didn't hang itself. Keith took it down from inside of his bedroom and graciously donated it to the studio.
No, not only took it down inside his bedroom, it literally was on his ceiling, right above where he sleeps. So when he wakes up, the first thing he opens his eyes to is Jeffrey
The first thing he saw was I forgot it was the first thing he saw was
wakes me up right away.
I bet it does. I bet he also puts you to sleep right away as well.
I always sleep with one eye open.
You'd have to around him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, actually, fun little pre-topic. What do you guys think happened to Epstein? Anyone?
Wait, are we gonna get started on this?
Probably not. Actually, probably shouldn't. That might have to be like a whole separate side episode.
Because he didn't hang himself. That's all I gotta say.
No, he didn't hang himself. No, I think we're on agreement on that.
That Bill Clinton did it.
Bill Clinton. No, okay, I easy there. I didn't say that. Keith,
The flag says it itself. This flag did not hang itself.
Okay, yes, we're
Epstein
on
did not hang
agreement.
himself.
No, he did not. We're on
Bill
agreement on
Clinton
this one.
hang him.
I didn't say he didn't, but that's just like one theory that's up there. I have my own separate one. We're not going to get into that
Let's
right
hear
now. Okay.
I didn't know there was another theory.
I mean, he.
That's
Oh
one
no,
of the jackass
I do think it was Bill Clinton, but how he died is like my thing about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I do think it was Bill Clinton. No, I think like so like in an adjoining cell right next to Epstein's, there was a 6'4" police officer that was in prison for strangling his girlfriend. He was like a steroid user. He was a jacked ass motherfucker.
So you get a strangulation?
You can look at a picture. So yeah, so look at a picture of him up. So like in the 5 minutes that all the cameras were cut off, let's just say the door to their cell that was in between them just opens up. Let's just say that cop gets to go in there and strangle Epstein, and then he gets to get out of jail.
I don't understand why you'd want to strangle him.
Because he would get out of prison.
No, then I'm sure he had a lot of money on the line. I'm sure Clinton probably said, "Hey, Clinton, he's low."
Yeah, I know. It's the Clintons and Hillary is a fucking reptilian with a human skin mask on. No, so also let's bring this up. What about Will Smith, everyone? Can we get a round of applause? Just kidding.
Give a round of applause for Chris Rock's chin.
Yes,
He got
Chris
a
Rock.
metal chin.
The man,
Rocked.
Do what?
So he got rocked.
He did. Rock got rocked.
Rock did get rocked.
Dude, it's been every meme today has been non-fucking stop. Just Will Smith. Just
What would you expect?
oh, I love it, man.
It's
I
Will
love
Smith.
it. I fucking love it. 50 Cent has been hilarious about it.
Should I tell him what Josh Gordon said?
What? What do you
The
say?
UFC fighter, what I just said?
What do you say?
There's a UFC fighter named Josh Gordon. He's in the featherweight division. He said, "You can have sex with Will Smith's wife, but be sure to keep her name out of your mouth."
Dude, seriously, I saw a meme earlier, and it showed a picture of August or whatever his name was, the guy that fucked Will's wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him. And his arm was around Jada, and it said, August, whatever, would like to thank Will Smith for standing up for Will's wife.
So messed up.
It is fucking messed up, dude.
Will Smith turned movie star into a cuck.
Yeah, he is. He really is. He's having his Kanye West meltdown right now. That's what I've been thinking about. He's just finally having a fucking meltdown about just
He's falling
everything.
deep end.
Yeah, he's falling off the deep end. He's falling off.
That's how that is.
And so
My
will-
Hancock hero.
And so will most likely his movie career as of now. So that kind of sucks.
At least he went out winning Best Actor award. So
He did, dude.
right after he slapped him, he just announced Best Actor.
Yeah, can you imagine that, dude? I've seen some celebrities, like Selma Hayek. I follow her on Instagram.
I don't know what.
She posted about Will's winning, tell him congratulations, and she completely sidestepped the fucking slap that happened last night.
I want to know what type of people watching. people to comment.
What?
Was it staged or was it not? That's the talk right now. Did you see the Portnoy's video?
Yeah.
Where like Chris Rock kind of like moved his head a little bit right when Will Smith went to slap him. He like moved a little bit.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, like first thing this morning, someone like on Reddit said that it was like the Oscars have been going downhill. And like
They
with
need
their
their views
attendance,
back. Like to
the
get
views,
back.
yeah, something like that would definitely have done
Which
that.
is true. I mean, who watches the Oscars anymore?
I've never
one
watched the
watches.
Oscars.
No one watches the
I
Oscars.
haven't. Or
Like,
the
maybe
Grammys. I don't watch the Grammys.
Besides, now that I know, Will won Best Actor from what he did. The last I can't tell you the last actor that won an Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah, I can't either actually. I really
I
can't.
guess it's Hugh Jackman.
I would say Hugh Jackman's. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio,
He
he
probably
won.
won like.
Yeah, well, he won for like best movie with The Revenue. That's the last one I remember from like an Oscar. Was him like winning best movie for The Revenue?
He didn't win. What's it called?
What?
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, that didn't win.
Wolf of Wall Street. He didn't get Best Actor.
No.
Oh, fuck, that movie had like the most F words and like.
Yeah, I
F
saw
word
that.
count.
I saw it on YouTube. Somebody on YouTube. I saw the video of it.
I could see that. Okay. Honestly, this is bad. I've never seen the movie.
What?
Yeah, I never saw Wolf of Wall Street.
Have you
never
not watched
watched
Wall Street?
I'm not lying. No, I'm not. I know it's about Jordan Belfort. I
You're
know
gonna
like
watch
the
it.
story.
He's gonna come to the podcast next week.
Okay, I do know. I did watch
Chicken Bone.
I did watch the scene where he's like beating Margot Robbie up, though.
You're gonna be a penny stock guy.
Oh God, fuck that! Don't do that. I try my hand in the stock market. I'm good all right now.
What got down bad?
I didn't get down that well.
You had to.
It
If
went
you're
up
talking
and
like
down.
that, there's no way you did good.
It went up and
What
down.
you invest in?
Nothing. We'll talk about it like after the show.
I think Tesla. I think he said he wanted to invest in Elon because he's.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't fucking afford Tesla. Like when I got into it, Tesla was like at $987 this year, so I could not. It hadn't even broken 1,000 yet. Actually, it hadn't broken 1,000 yet.
What did you just say?
What'd you
Say
say?
Trojan?
Yeah, I think you invest in.
It's not an investment.
Did you invest in Trojan?
No, I did not invest in Trojan. I did not invest in Trojan. All right, okay. Let's get back to this week's episode.
Yeah, what's it about?
What's it about? Okay, yeah. So this week's episode, since the last two-parter was quite a bit of work for me, we're just gonna take it a bit easy. Technically, we were supposed to record this last week, so we're doing this right now, and we're gonna record another one this weekend. So just as a buffer to get myself a break.
With a special guest.
No, there's no special guest.
This coming weekend, there's gonna be
Oh yeah. This coming weekend, there's a special guest. There is.
a police officer.
We'll talk more about that after the show. We'll talk more about that after the show. So today's episode is this.
Horror in Heartland. Strange and gothic tales from the Midwest.
Yes.
Wait, is this the Midwest book that you was reading like before?
Yeah.
You want to read the back of this real quick?
Do what?
You want to read the back of this?
No, just real quick. So some context. I've been reading this book for a few months now, and I just the more I thumb through it, the more just interesting, kind of funny, ironic, scary. Some of the stories, and just the book is like a reflection on just how just things were and how kind of shitty they were back in the day. Because a lot of these are from like the 1800s, 1900s, early.
Yeah, I got a quick question about
What's
this.
up?
What is historical horror comedy? How does that horror and comedy? How does
The ways that some of these people die in the book.
All I can think of when I think of horror comedy is what's that? The
Scary movie?
Scary movie.
No, that's like a spoof. I think of Krampus whenever I think of horror comedy.
So that's like
I've
what horror
never
comedy
seen
is.
Krampus.
Can you see it? What's up?
That's what a horror comedy is.
Kind of, but no, it's more or less the ways that some of these people died.
Indiana.
These stories.
Is
Oh yeah.
the Goat Man in here?
No, the Goat Man is not in here. So what this book is this guy is called Horror in the Heartland, as Tate said. It's a collection of just stories that are some of them are scary, some of them are ironic, and some of them are just kind of like what the fuck
Yeah.
from around the Midwest. Some of them from Indiana. One of them is from here in B-Town.
Really?
Yeah, one was even from Bedford, Tate.
Are we going to talk about either of those?
I'll talk about the one from Bloomington. I didn't have the one in Bedford in here because it's a stupid one compared to some of the ones in the book. So I was a little upset. But no, that's by Kevin McQueen. So, I definitely think you should get it. I got it on Amazon. It's a super good book. You should give it a read. I'm going to be reading most of the pages verbatim. Just because what I did here is I bookmarked a lot of my favorite ones from some of the chapters.
So there's like a two-parter thing where you're going to read more to it, we'll do more? Or?
No. Well, I'll just keep this book on the sidelines over the years. It's every now and then I'll just pick some more stories out of it and I'll tell and stuff like that.
Perfect.
So yeah, so this it's been like a relaxed one, but I read through this entire book in like about 3 days, and I just kind of marked down some of my favorites just as a brisk one. So yeah, with that,
Excited to see what we're getting into.
it's something else, man. So we're starting out in Erie, Indiana.
So this is all stuff that happened.
Erie, Indiana.
It's like confirmed happened.
Yeah,
Or is it?
yeah.
Where the fuck is Erie at?
I don't think Erie's not a real place. So like what he does is he just like does like it's Erie, Indiana. It's like odd Idaho.
So he just makes
yeah.
Wait, no, Erie, Indiana. Is it E-R-I-E?
Erie, yeah.
It's
Close
spelled
enough.
with one S.
Erie, Indiana was like a TV show back in the 90s when I was a kid.
There is an Erie, Indiana 20 minutes away.
Really? Jesus. Okay.
Fuck.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Oh,
Wait.
it's by Hellville.
It's south. Yes, you know where Erie is.
Oh my God! Wait, yeah, we know where Erie is. Holy shit! I forgot about Erie. That's weird. Strange.
Wow.
Strange. Okay, so I have this one bookmarked in here as as oopsie. So let's see like what this is. Sometimes people who objected to shoplifting of their dearly departed would hire what they would call grave watchers. People who like would watch the graves back in the day, because back in the day there's a horrible problem with grave robbing, as a lot of medical school doctors would hire people to go steal graves, to go like steal bodies from graves of like freshly dead people, so they could use them to experiment on, to like understand the human body.
That was a way.
But they would just it was illegal. Well, because they needed bodies, but they weren't legally allowed to like work on them. So doctors at medical schools, like the one in Ann Arbor was the biggest one back in the day, in the early 1890s, and they like had hundreds of bodies go through there over the years for people they would just illegally hire to steal them. Yeah, so that grave robbing was a thing back then that you could make money at by selling it to hospitals.
I knew like there was grave robberies like with Civil War graves and stuff, because like they swords and shit.
Oh yeah, and jewelry and stuff like that. But no, like there came a point where medical schools would hire people to steal bodies of people that had died like 2-3 days before their bodies had started to rot, and then they would use them to like study to learn more about the human body. It's highly illegal. But no, yes, like they would hire like people to watch the graves, and they'd sit there for about a week until the body was too decomposed for grave robbers to want to steal. So they would sit there and watch it, and they were armed.
They just blast them. They caught someone.
Yes, yes. So Rising Sun, Indiana was plagued with body snatchings in early 1877. When a little girl was buried on February 13th, her family and friends hired 2 men to watch the grave. Unbeknownst to them, the mayor had already hired 2 others to do the same thing. When the 2 sets of grave watchers spotted each other, they came to the natural conclusion and exchanged shots at each other. Henry S., hired by the mayor, received a slight wound to the shoulder, but Joseph J. of the other party sustained a serious load of gunshots to the side.
There's a shootout at the graveyard.
So they showed up. They were both hired to watch the grave of the little girl, but neither of them were told that. So when they get there, like they think that they're both. The 2 men think that they're each grave robbers, so they start shooting at each other. And one of them probably died.
What a plan. They had a perfect plan going into that.
Yeah, no, one of them probably died, I'm assuming.
They had real good communication back then.
Oh, God, dude. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's see, page 5. I have this one marked as... How was it? Nope, can't find it. Oh, well, let's read on. Isaiah S., an ex-soldier, one-time stonemason, and former postmaster of Pleasant Lake, erected his own grave marker. A garish 10-ton monument made of red, white, and blue granite. He did not wish to be enclosed in a vault because, as he said, quote, "When Gabriel blows the trumpet, I don't want to be impeded by having a concrete overcoat on," unquote. He also listed the pallbearers. Oh my God, I remember this one. He also listed the pallbearers he wanted to tow him to his final resting place. 6 former girlfriends, whom he described as being, quote, "all husky girls of about 160 pounds and good-looking too," unquote. Their names were Lottie, Nanny, Minnie, Addie, Josie, and Millie. Isaiah made these elaborate plans in 1926, many years before he began to slip from memory of a man on November 15th, 1939.
He loves his e-girls.
Yeah.
Dude, he wanted some plump.
Daddy.
Yeah.
He wanted some plump women to come to carry his golf.
All six
Big
of them.
show.
All six
All
of them.
six of
Of
them.
160 pounds.
Like Amazon.
Yes, there's and dude, the names are so old fashioned. Lottie, Nanny, Minnie.
Why is it a bunch of like E's in it? Like Nanny.
There's a dude. I find like a lot of like names back in the day just were kind of like that. They just like ended with an I and an E. I don't know like what the term for that is. Like if it's a plural or not, or like anything. 'Cause I'm an idiot when it comes to that kind of shit, which is why my shit usually needs a lot of proofreading. But also, but I don't know. Like a lot of them did, and a lot of people back then, like what you're gonna find in this book, also just had like they just used the first letters of their names, like D.W. Shaw, J.R. Winter. Just shit like that. They're really strange names.
What would you be? KL Key?
I'd be KL Key. Yeah. I think yeah, I'd be KL Key.
No.
TRT Key?
TRT Key. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool actually. TRT Key. That's kind of cool.
I'd be KL Schaller.
Kale Shaw.
That sounds like a name of a man that lives in Orleans, like an old man.
You already have that.
KL Shaw.
Yeah, literally. Like all my my names on the games we play is KL Shawley.
Okay, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay, I didn't have this one in the book, but I found it. It's the one from Bedford. It's titled "A Parrot Prognosticates." On May 7th, 1917, a 20-year-old parrot belonging to a married couple of Bedford called out, quote, "Goodbye." Then it fell from its perch as dead as a counterfeit in a certain Monty Python sketch.
Committed suicide?
No, it just said goodbye and fell off the perch and died.
So it committed suicide?
No, it's just like it's presumed it was dead before it had a heart attack or some shit.
But
But yeah, that's Bedford's one story.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we get. That's all we get is a parrot falling.
How the hell does that even make into a book?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know how.
I can say dumber shit than that.
I don't-
Actually, no, I can't say shit that dumb.
How the fuck does someone remember to put that in the book? Like,
Okay,
over
guys.
the years,
Okay, guys.
someone-
This makes me defense. The book's good, but it was written by Kevin McQueen, an instructor in the Department of English at Eastern Kentucky University.
The father of lightning.
Huh?
The father of lightning.
Who's? No. Wait.
Lightning McQueen.
Oh my god. I was like, piece of shit for a second.
Just like just secondhand Disney references are Tate's main thing for the show, and I love them. I'm here for them.
Wait, God, how does someone remember a parrot story?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying. How does
It's,
this get into a
guys,
book? That's what I'm saying.
it's Bedford, and this was in 1917.
That's the greatest thing that happened in Bedford was a parrot.
It was a parrot saying it was going to die.
It makes you
and it
feel the
fell.
worst. It's still probably the greatest thing that's ever happened in Bedford. So, I mean,
Honestly,
that's all they got.
well, I mean, Dave, if it makes you feel better, I couldn't find anything from Orleans. So,
Of course you couldn't. It's like fucking 4 miles wide. Yeah.
okay, so we're skipping to page 12, and this is the Bloomington one.
I'm glad you even found the Bedford one. That just disappointed me.
Okay, how sad do you think I was? Everything about Indiana, like usually in any book I find, is horseshit.
And people don't know. We were from Bedford. We were raised in Bedford.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Very disappointing.
Yes, very disappointing. We just like currently live here now. But
I'm not from Bedford.
yeah, you're not. But I mean,
15
neither of us.
years and all we gotta say show is for a parrot.
Yeah, all we have is a fucking parrot. Hey, limestone capital of the world, though. Love that limestone. No, but now this next story currently happened here in Bloomington, where we all three currently reside. And it's titled "Initiating the Dead." The Phi Beta Phi chapter at Indiana University in Bloomington wanted Margaret P. of St. Petersburg, Florida, as a member, and they weren't deterred by the fact that she had died after an operation of appendicitis the day before. On October 8, 1928, 40 members trooped to the Bloomington home of Margaret's grandparents. There they pinned their official badge on Margaret's dress and sang the sorority song. Margaret's mother, also a member, was present during.
She's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Believe that shit.
It's presumed, like, it doesn't say, but it's presumed like
Weird ass ritual.
they're having like the wake, and because back in the day they used to have like they used to like bring the body into the house. Have you guys ever seen that before?
Oh, they do
Back
that.
in the day.
Yeah, they do that like in the Philippines, like where some of my
Okay, I thought you were going to say Orleans.
Yeah, no, like when my uncle's wife's or girlfriend, when her mom died, they like left her in the house for like a week or something.
When did the body start like smell?
They embalm it. White, your uncle is married or dating to a Filipino woman.
Oh, so they just embalming
Yes.
everything in the
I
house?
have Filipino cousins. 3.
He lives in the Philippines.
It's the least. I never. What?
I swear I've told you that before.
So they just like embalm the body there?
No. They take it to a funeral home and embalm
So they
it.
bring it back?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because they have something over like a, it's like, I don't know. It's not just like open, but
Yeah,
you
no,
can
it's
see it's
not.
like a clear
Yeah.
casing. Or
Yeah,
something.
no, it's not. To imagine like the hearse pulling back into the driveway, and then like they wheel me back out,
Because
and they bring me to Tom's house, and yeah.
Don't they like people like come and visit the body in the house and stuff? That's why they have it.
Yeah.
Does that,
I think
does that
so.
make you uncomfortable, or would you be fine with that?
With a dead body in the house
Yeah.
of, we'll say, my grandmother.
Yeah, would that make you
Oh,
That
uncomfortable?
probably make me uncomfortable.
I feel like if you bring me back into your house, that's like at least look decent. Which is why, like I said, like if I died like right now, yes, bring me into your house, Geeks.
It's
Bring
like
me into your mom's house.
it's like you guys go to my room every day and my fucking dead body is
Wait,
just
so
laying
they
in
still
my
have
bed.
like, do they still have like funerals and stuff? Like, will they take it to like a funeral home, or will they have an
Yeah,
actual opening?
Yeah.
and then they'll have a funeral like a week later or something.
Yeah. All right. Let's get
Oh, that's-
let's get back to it. But yeah, so that happened. So that happened here in Wilmington. It's presumed that they just like went up to her body, which I assume like either it was during a wake and just pinned it to her. That's what I think happened at least. Okay, where are we at on this one? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. And this is titled "Rough Justice for a Train Wrecker." In days of long ago, when Americans were more dependent than now on trains for personal transportation and delivery of goods, antisocial miscreants sometimes intentionally wrecked the engines. Sometimes for profit, as they would pick the pockets of the injured passengers while pretending to help them. Sometimes just for the sheer fun of seeing a locomotive jump the tracks and crash. Railroads offered big rewards for the capture of these villains, but one impatient engineer took the law into his own hands. On a section of track running into the countryside outside of Indianapolis, a certain passenger train wrecked every single night for a week, sometimes with the loss of life. Someone was getting his jollies by placing obstructions on the track. One evening, the engineer said to the firemen, "If this train jumps the track at the place tonight, you follow me. Don't stop for anything, but keep close after me. Somebody has been throwing the train off the track, but I'm going to catch it tonight." The train hit a misplaced rail at the usual spot, but stopped before incurring any serious damage. The engineer and the fireman jumped out of the cab and ran into a nearby cornfield where they overtook a man. He confessed, possibly expecting nothing worse than a drubbing, but the railroad men forced him back into the train. The passengers had exited by then and expressed a desire to lynch the miscreant, who risked their lives, but the engine coolie told them that they would handle the situation and urged them back into the cars. The train started back on its route, with the terrified wrecker riding in the cab of the engineer and the fireman. Once the engine was on a straight stretch of track, the engineer clobbered the vandal over the head with a stick of firewood and shoved the stunned man into the train's engine furnace.
Holy shit.
Then he closed the furnace door, and the train had some free extra fuel that night. When the Indianapolis Sentinel told the story to its readers on February 18th, 1873, it discreetly omitted the by then deceased engineer's name.
Wow.
Yeah, so he shoved it back into a train's
Fuck this dude.
furnace.
Burn.
Dude, I mean, it did. He'd done it like multiple times. People had died.
I think he should have let the passengers lunch him.
I think they should have tied him to the tracks and started the train.
Just drag him around.
Jesus. Honestly, I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, well, no, I don't know. No, I'm for lynching. You remember, like back in the day, the whole town could have just like fucking came together and just killed a guy. And the cops getting
Public
nothing about it.
stoning.
Yeah,
Oh,
they should
yeah,
stone him to death.
They just throw all the people in the town get to throw stones. at
That's
them.
true. You get. There used to be a time where you could just take the town pedophile into the streets and fucking like curb stomp him until his face was part of the pavement.
Just here's a stone and start throwing.
Yeah, start
Some
throwing.
8-year-old kid, throw it as hard as you can.
Dude, it was like Afghanistan, like now, but here back in the day, you could just stone people in the streets. You could have. You're not wrong.
Alright,
Yeah, we're going back.
do it. Yep.
All right, guys. Okay, so this next one's called Mad Medics. Mad Medic. Dr. Orrin A. That's his. Okay, Orrin A. See, just what was his last name? Orrin A.'s friends and family members in Marshfield had known he was insane since April 1885. In fact, he was scheduled to go to the state asylum on August 5th, and yet they allowed him to keep his black bag full of very sharp medical instruments on hand.
You know he's insane.
Yeah, the news.
Yes, friendly had known he's been insane.
It's like the guy we did that story over.
Oh,
The fastest doctor in the world.
Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Come on, Robert. Oh, what's his last name? I forget his last name. God damn it! Leave Robert Lister alone. Leave Lister alone.
That's like telling like a 5-year-old, giving a 5-year-old kid candy and be like, don't eat this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know that, dude. But first off, Keith, real quick, give Lister a break, Tate. He was just going as fast as he could because he knew that surgery sucked.
After killing somebody, he finally got one successful one.
He
credited.
He pioneered medical science. So it was late on the night of August 4th. Dr. A got out his case of tools, ostensibly to show them to his assembled watchers. But he took a double-edged knife in hand and started for his wife's room.
They asked for this.
They did.
Yeah.
It's 1885, Tate. We could have been doctors back in this day.
It's not very long ago.
But they did. They knew he was crazy, but they were like, oh, it's a phase.
That's all. It's like he said. It's like giving a look at Katie.
She wisely fled the house. He pursued her, couldn't find her, and returned to the house where he encountered his longtime friend, Dr. B. That's all it is.
Never know anything.
That's all it is. Dr. A. Because his name's Dr. Orrin A. So now it's Dr. B. I didn't even realize that until just now. Dr. A and Dr. B. I didn't realize
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Dr. A greeted his professional colleague by slashing Dr. B's throat with a knife, then stabbing him in the chest, the back, and under his arm. In the fight that followed, Dr. B managed to grasp the blade with both his hands, but the sharp double-edged knife cut his hands nearly in half.
Oof.
Dr. B escaped when Dr. A stopped for a breather. God damn it, Kevin McQueen. After resting, Dr. A stalked around the house for a while by himself. No one dared enter it. At last, he stepped outside, plunged the knife into his own throat, and drank some iodine. Neither physician survived, and everyone learned a valuable lesson about permitting crazy people to have access to sharp tools.
How do you just take a breather when you hear fucking throat cut and stab in the chest?
To be honest, that was very hard to follow along.
Yeah.
Dr. A, Dr. B, Dr. A, Dr. B.
Guys,
nonstop.
I didn't know.
I didn't know which one was going against each other.
I didn't know.
Wait, so did the same doctor get stabbed in the chest and his throat got cut like in the beginning?
Yeah. That's
Dr. B was his friend.
Dr. B was his friend.
Yeah.
Dr. Orson A.
Yes.
So the dude that got stabbed in his throat cut, he was the one who took a breather?
Yeah. He was the one that took a breather. He was the one that was doing all the slicing and cutting.
Yep.
He stabbed Dr. B, which is we don't know Dr. B. We just know his name's Dr.
Dr. A is
Oh.
Orson.
Yeah.
So he did it. He's the one that didn't get cut. He cut the B, right?
Yes.
So A cut B?
Yes.
And then he killed himself.
Fuck you, Kevin McQueen.
And he killed himself.
He
right?
killed himself. Yes. Dr. A killed
Drank
himself.
cyanide.
Drank cyanide. Cut his flashed his own throat.
Yes.
Okay.
I told you. You were confused. You didn't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys.
Dr. A, Dr. B, Dr. A, Dr. B, B A, A B.
What do you want me to do here? I'm trying. I'm trying. Kevin McQueen makes this so difficult. He made this difficult. Okay, so this one's just called. Forgot about this one. This okay. So sorry for the wording. This is called. It's called creativity and suicide, but in my words, I put awesome suicide.
Creativity and suicide?
There's several like creativity.
Kagan's word was awesome suicide.
Yeah.
Kagan
guys, just let me read this and you'll see why it's pretty badass suicide.
So suicide is awesome now?
It's not awesome,
I
but
feel like no matter how you do it though.
he has this marked as creativity and suicide in the book, and throughout there's several chapters from each state where the creativity and suicide is used.
But I feel like no matter what, you can't just be like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome suicide.
Let me describe this, and you'll see.
He jumped off a skyscraper. That was awesome.
The first guy to do it was.
See that guy fucking
The first guy to do it,
That was
because
awesome.
then he was known as the first person to jump off the Empire State Building.
That was so creative. The way he just killed himself.
I mean, who would have thought you could do it, dude? No one had done it until him.
I'm sure all his parents were showing their kids because it was awesome.
Hey, he was a pioneer in some ways. Okay, so, anyways. Awesome suicide. A man who lived on West Jackson Street in Chicago was despondent because he couldn't get to work. So he found work of another sort at night. So he found work of another sort at night on November 20th, 1888, experimenting with ways to kill himself. Because he got laid off, so he's trying to find ways to kill himself. These included shooting himself in the head, severing the arteries in both wrists, cutting his throat, and slashing his temple.
He did all this and didn't die?
He did all of it and more.
But he's not dead.
Just let me.
He's fucking Superman.
No, he's not.
He is.
He survived all that. It's not dying.
He didn't survive it. He didn't fucking survive
So
it.
he did all this at one time.
He shot
This is
himself
all
in the head.
one big
Did
experiment.
he cut himself?
He did just
He
give me
shot
a
his head
second,
and
gentlemen.
left.
His name is lost to history, but the staff at Chicago's Palmer House Hotel long remembered him as the drummer, traveling salesman, who left a note in July 1876 stating that he meant to kill himself in a spectacular fashion that would never be forgotten. The man filled the bathtub in his suite with scalding boiling water, tied a rope around his neck, soaked his clothes in kerosene, tied one end of a string to a revolver pointing at his heart, and the other end to a vest, held a dagger to his chest, and then attached a fuse to his clothing. After making this Rube Goldberg preparations, the drummer stood at the edge of the bathtub, took a dose of morphine, and lit the fuse. Flames enveloped his clothes. When the string burned, the gun went off, shooting him in the chest. He lurched forward, tightening the noose and stabbing himself in the chest. The fire burned through the robe, and he fell into the tub. The coroner had his work cut out for him in trying to determine whether the salesman died by poisoning, hanging, shooting, burning, stabbing, scalding boiling water, or drowning.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Going back to, so he did survive the shot to the head.
Yeah, so he survived the shot to the head,
The
the
arteries
wrist cut.
No, who's to say he survived the shot in the head? He could have died with the shot in the head. He was just doing all that to just do all of it.
So
I thought you said at the very beginning he shot himself in the head, cut like his arteries or whatever. Like,
Yeah, he shot himself in the head, and then like all that stuff happened. Like his body went forward, the knife went in. Like he hung himself. Like when he went forward, the knife went in, he hung
I
himself.
think he said he shot himself in the heart,
No,
or the chest.
no.
Yeah, I thought that right said shot in the heart.
I mean, I did. It said shot in the chest. It didn't say shot in the heart. He could have just fucking shot himself. He could have missed. We don't know. I don't know how he died, guys. He literally killed himself in 12 different fucking ways. I couldn't find the coroner report.
I think we should look into that.
Why? No. No, this needs to die with that man.
It's real awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome
Hey,
suicide.
that's awesome.
That was a pretty awesome suicide. It's just saying. Oh, this one's sad. This one's not awesome. This one's not
Is
awesome.
it a tearjerker?
This one's not awesome. On September, it's called a hard choice, by the way. On September 2nd, 1905, Nels Egg,
Damn it.
a motor inspector for the Illinois Steel Company in South Chicago, was repairing the arm of a crane that dangled directly over a pit of full molten metal. So it's like the steel factory, the iron factory in Terminator 2.
Yeah, man.
It's like what this is. But
He
it's
was
not.
repairing a crane.
He's repairing the
Is
crane.
it actually that hot?
Yeah, it's molten steel.
Could the crane not fucking like move?
He was a crane inspector, so which also I don't know why it's his job to fix it. Imagine if the inspectors had to fix all the shit that they call us out on here this
Yeah,
tape. But yeah, back then he had to do it as his job. So when the arm moved, Nels lost his balance. The only thing within reach at the time was an uninsulated live wire. He had a split-second decision to make. Should he fall into the molten metal below or instantly electrocute himself by grabbing the wire? He chose the latter action, of course, which means he grabbed hold of the wire and killed himself instantly. So that sucks. That's a hard choice to make, dude. I mean, I would have grabbed hold of the wire, obviously.
It's not a very hard choice to make.
No, it's not a hard choice. I mean, it sucks. It's just like, man.
Yeah, either way you're gonna die, but there's a better way there.
I think I would have fell in the molten lava now. Or the molten acid.
Dude.
Wait. Like, are we talking like full on fall? Like fall, like
Yeah.
straight fall in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how high was he?
I don't fucking know. High enough to need a crane.
As long as you feet first, if you're just like dropping in feet first, you gotta go from the feet.
Yeah, Keith, because it's not like water. It's like thick. Like you're gonna fucking sink slowly.
Yeah, it's like
I'd go head for.
Can you imagine going head fucking first into that?
I'm
You're gonna be
hoping-
fucking screaming. Your feet are gonna kicking you. Being
I'm
I'm
saying,
hoping
no,
it
but
knocked
he's,
me out and break my neck.
he's right though. Like I said, the feet first would be the worst because you're gonna go.
Oh, guys.
You said you slowly go into your feet and it's just gonna rise up, and you're not gonna die right away from your legs.
Okay, I'm doing this right before I go down. Thumbs up.
I'm
Just
grabbing the
turn
wire.
dude.
I'm grabbing the.
Okay, no, I'm also grabbing the fucking wire. Dumbass right here is the one that wants to jump. That wants to fucking do an Olympic dive into a pool of molten
Oh, I was gonna
metal.
say I can step back and record if need be.
No. No.
He's telling you to try it.
So we're all going out together.
Oh.
He's telling you to try it and never record.
So both of you guys are gonna grab the wire while
I,
you're
I,
first.
thought I was gonna be just a bystander. And
How much
pay
would you
him.
guys pay? How much would you guys pay for the Patreon sub for this?
All of it's gonna go to me and him.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's fair. Hey, you know what? For whatever money you make off of that, go for it. Spend it on Batman, apparel, and
Coke and hookers.
Coke and hookers. Coke and hookers. But yeah, so that one sucks. Moving on through. Which one is this?
Are you drunk?
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. This is under like the category of death row dramas, and we're in Illinois. Chris B.
Crispy?
Fucking embarrassing. No, it's not Chris B. Chris B. strolled into the Chicago Sheriff's Office on August 21st, 1905. Lily's birthday. But
She was
like,
born in 1905.
92 years prior. Yeah,
Everybody, my sister's like 200 and some years old.
she's a vampire. And he offered to let himself be hanged in place of Henry Husick, scheduled to be executed that day for murdering his father-in-law. Chris offered the brilliant argument, quote, "I am tired of life and Husick wants to live. Why not let me die in his place? He would be better satisfied and I would be better satisfied. And the law demands an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, would be satisfied. Besides, I do not believe this man is guilty. This looks like a legal murder to me." He was crestfallen to learn that Henry had already been hanged 10 minutes prior. So he went there trying to get himself to switch places with the guys because he was wanted to commit suicide.
So was he even like
No, he just walked into the police station. He just walked in the front
no
door.
crime, no?
No, he just wanted to-
said to him, sorry, he's already hung.
Yeah.
I mean, he did give a pretty good argument though.
You know Lily's gonna be pissed at you
Why?
for doing something like this
For-
on her birthday.
From comparing her to it. Who cares? It's not her birthday.
And
Not
so
yet.
she was born in 1905.
She was born in 1905. Yes, she was born in 1905. Okay, we're moving on. Moving on. Here we go. The best part is I don't like really even know what some of these are until I get back to them.
Was you hammered when you was reading these?
No, I can't read drunk. I can't read drunk. It's very difficult to
Remember that
do.
one time he was writing the script? You don't remember that?
When
He showed us his handwriting and it was just like lines all over the it looked like lines all over the It looks like you gave like a 2-year-old a crown. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay, here we go. So, yeah, here we go. What is this? So here we go. Early in the morning of November 14th, 1878, a policeman stood on a bridge in Zanesville. This is in we're in Idaho or Ohio right now. Zanesville. He became suspicious of a wagon headed his way and ordered the driver to stop. Instead, the driver whipped his horses and crossed the bridge as quickly as possible. The officer got some backup and chased the wagon 14 miles into the countryside. One man aboard the wagon fired at his pursuers. At one point, the fugitives hopped out and made an escape by hightailing it into the woods. If an analogous scenario happened today involving a high-speed chase, the armed occupants of the suspicious car abandoning it and running away would like you'd find basically the way he worded this. You basically expect to find drugs or shit inside the car. You know, if they get out and run away, you think you're gonna find drugs.
warrant or something.
Yeah, this is 1878. Instead, the police found a wagon full of bodies of 4 prominent Zanesville citizens who had been buried in Woodlawn Cemetery over the previous 3 days.
Grave robbers.
Grave robbers. 1878, grave robbers.
Taking them to Doctor.
Yeah, they are going to the doctor, Keys. Yes, they are.
Not like whipping the wagon with 4 dead bodies. And that.
Yeah, seriously, man. She's got 4 corpses back there, just like sitting down. You're just like, yeah, yeah, fucking just whipping the horse.
Probably back there purging and shit.
God. But no, yeah, I mean, hell, it's like famous serial killer, the first urban serial killer, H.H. Holmes with the Murder Castle. That's how which we'll do an episode on him one day. But that's how he started out making so much money. He was in medical school. They would rob graves and bring him back to the Ann Arbor Medical School. It was gross work, man. It ain't honest work. It ain't honest work.
Hey, maybe that's how our doctors are so good now. Trial and error.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, well, okay, that's true, but that's like saying that's why we know how much poison it takes to kill 14 people in the same room. Because we tried it in the CIA during MK Ultra, when we fucking pumped poison through the Pentagon in San Francisco, and
Wait, what year is it?
What year's this? This is in the 50s.
Let's not get him started on that.
Yeah, I think it's
We didn't
right.
figure it out from Hitler.
No, we fucking nailed it.
Why? Why they fucking...
Guys, we're not gonna get into it right now, please. Oh, Keith, hey, this is your kind of guy.
No, God.
It's your kind of guy.
I don't know. Can we just skip the story then? This is fucking
You're not gonna skip.
fucked up.
Yeah, I have this one down as like a smart way to invest money. David B., a bachelor and member of a prominent Toledo family, died on February 8th, 1927. His will, filed in probate court on March 12th, ordered that $50,000 be set aside to construct a home in 1977 for women between the ages, this is a quote, for women between the ages of 16 and 28, of small stature, no fat women need apply.
How the fuck is this my kind of guy?
You lost me on the whole Keith and you lost me on the 16. You lost me on the 16.
Fuck you. I don't fucking know. Motherfucker.
No, I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Our fucking viewers and they
Yeah,
go,
everybody listening is getting a wrong idea. I feel bad for you, man. Oh my god.
Oh,
We blow
stop.
up and I get shit from this.
You won't.
I'm gonna kill
No,
you.
we won't, man.
Let it be known, he's never been with a woman at the age of 16.
Dude, I'll just have Rex.
Unless he was 16.
I'll just have Rex cut it
Or
out.
under 18.
Yeah, you can keep it in there.
Okay. I was just saying no, dude. It's all good fucking fun.
This is the TikTok video I'm gonna cut out.
Yeah, it's all good fucking fun.
You know, we're on TikTok. That might be a little too far. That's it.
We just won't put. Okay, we just won't put that.
That'll be funny.
We just won't put that up, dude. We obviously
If
he's
you're willing,
joking.
if you're willing to
I'm
pay,
not joking.
No. Okay. What?
I think he's talking about the 16-year-old thing.
Yeah,
And
I
you
said obviously he's
So
joking.
now you.
It's fine. We'll just cut this out, dude. It's fine. But yeah,
Let's just cut that part
I'm
out.
not a fucking pedophile. I don't like 16-year-olds.
we know that. We know that. Jeez, that took a fucking sharp turn.
What is it? It's my kind of
That's your joke.
You fucker.
I forgot to say, okay, in my defense, I forgot to say 16. I basically said that, like, if you had a bunch of money left, you would fucking spend on, like, a place where, like, no fat chicks could go to and hang out.
Yeah, 16 to 20-year-olds.
Now you're saying I eat fat chicks?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
More cushion for the pushing.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, so we're moving on. We're moving on.
Oh, we gotta keep this in here. This is good.
We are. Okay, so this is called succinct obituaries from a Cincinnati newspaper, circa August 1886. A resident on 4th Street last evening tried to draw a nail into a can of nitroglycerin.
A what?
A resident of 4th Street last evening tried to drive a nail into a can of nitroglycerin. That's an obituary.
I'm
Or just like blow up on them?
Yes!
Say, just blew
Yes!
up.
It sparked and it blew up and killed him. This is my part when I was saying people spook.
Dude,
This is part when I was
Spook with the bag.
We can get him on here sometime.
Dude, so you tell us all the times he's like almost fucking died?
Jump.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, no. That's part of the reason why I said at the beginning. This is like how dumb people kind of were back in the day, which I guess people are like smarter now. People eat Tide Pods now. People fucking like there's that bitch who fucking sprayed Gorilla Glue in her hair and couldn't get it out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just people back then, like he just tried to. Or here's another one actually. This is the next one. Obituary notice for Robert W. of Columbus, this is December 30th, 1937. Robert wondered if kerosene a companion had thrown onto his trousers would burn. He lit it. Funeral arrangements were being made that evening.
With the fucking trousers on, he lit.
Wait, why didn't you just put them with on?
A guy I know made a really good point up. This was about 2 or 3 years after Prohibition ended, so everyone was just getting back into drinking a shit ton. It's out. They had like for like a lot of the places they still had oil lanterns. It's very possible this guy was fucking hammered off whiskey and tried lighting a cigarette, and like a spark fell down on his pants.
True.
Very simple.
Or he just fucking dumb and.
I'm leaning more towards that because he didn't say anything about like that. I think he might have just been fucking stupid sometimes, somewhat. Really.
That sounds like something you would do.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I might accidentally like spill an ash on
Shoot
myself.
shots at each other now, apparently.
Oh come on. You know I love you, Keith. You know I love you.
Put some respect to my name.
Come on, hey, you're a good man. You're a great man.
Thanks.
Great man.
Instead of fucking chocolate.
Ugh. Oh god.
I couldn't help with that line.
Okay,
For
well.
anyone who's wondering, Kagan slept on M&Ms and got chocolate melted all over the couch.
You
Saying,
bastard!
Woke up with
You bastard!
melted chocolate all over
I
his
did,
stomach.
I did, but I proudly owned up to
He
that.
comes upstairs hungover. Hey, can you get the extractor and clean up the couch? Because I kind of slept on M&Ms last night.
You thought I pissed myself, so it was better than the alternative.
Well, yeah, you said you get the extractor for the couch. You slept when you were pissed drunk. I thought you did piss yourself.
We were all pissed drunk. Okay, Keith, you woke up in the hallway in your underwear. How does that fucking feel? How does that fucking feel?
At least I didn't have chocolate on my body.
That's-
or in the couch.
Hey man, you woke up. Okay, fine.
I was-
You woke up on the floor. I woke up feeling like a snack.
I woke up in a cocoon blanket. It felt. I slept like a baby, apparently.
I just don't get how you like didn't. I don't get how you were in the hallway.
Well,
My door was unlocked, or I might have locked it actually.
no. So my bedroom, when I like woke up,
Yeah.
when I was trying to go back to my room, my door was locked, and the podcast room door was locked, but it was literally cracked like a dick hair.
It was a rough ass week. It was a rough weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So what Tate thinks was I came out of my
That's
room.
what- when I went to bed, you were in there asleep, and we had been locking those doors all night. So you were still obviously very
So you
drunk.
think he
were still
locked
very
it? You
drunk.
came out.
And your first instinct going out was, I gotta lock the door, keep the door locked. You locked yourself out of your room.
I don't know if
That's definitely what happened. I believe that.
I don't know why the fuck I came out of the hallway. in my
If that was
underwear.
at 4 a.m. If that was at 4 a.m.
I believe that whole
I went to bed at like 2:30. Everybody's asleep. The last one to go to bed. Walked through to make sure you're in your room. I got the key out of my room, unlocked your door, opened your door, and you were in bed asleep. And then you wake up the next morning telling me at 4 a.m. you woke up in the hallway.
I was so confused.
I mean, Keith, I hate to say it, but that sounds like the most like rational thing that probably didn't happen.
Let's say I'm gonna go in there and on me.
Fuck you. All right, so our next and last one is a personal favorite of mine, and I'm glad to.
Wait, no. Cut it.
Oh no, sorry, there's two more. All right, guys, so we got two more, and they're both tooth related. I'm gonna read you one of them, and then I'm gonna read you my favorite one at the end. This is what I tell everybody, just to like describe this book. When people ask like what it's about, I go to this page and I show them. But this is so the first one is William S., a farmer of Monroeville, spent September 14th, 1933, nursing a toothache. A man of an experimental outlook, William fired a revolver into his jaw to, in his words, shoot out the ache. The doctors say the prognosis for survival was not heartening.
This motherfucker had a toothache and shot.
He shot himself in the mouth
to fix a toothache.
to shoot out the ache.
What year is this again?
1933.
I'm
fucking dumb or people back
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
guys.
starting to think that people back then were just like clueless.
Man, what the fuck?
They were. How about this next?
If they had a fucking pig brain, apparently.
I mean, who's like, Mike? Could you imagine like right after they got tooth hurt, go get your gun and just shoot your tooth?
Fucking pull my jaw.
If you think like maybe this will fix it, I think that guy wasn't like necessarily the brightest.
Oh, next time you get toothache, I say we try getting a chisel and a hammer and
Ugh.
We can
They did.
put a quarter stick of dynamite in somebody's mouth, see if it fits.
Dude, how do you
That might
think?
fix it.
How do you think they fucking cured? Like, you know, at some point doctors like use chisels and a hammer to fucking knock a tooth out.
Yeah, remember that the story we did? No, it wasn't the Robert Listen story. What was the story we did with the Civil War that you read about? And then I had my part?
That was it. That was in that one.
Was that the Robert Listen story?
That was in that one. Yeah.
Remember the tube they shove up your ass and pour the.
Oh yeah, it was like a giant
Oh,
car. It was like a
yeah.
giant oil funnel for a
Yeah,
car.
and the barbers. I mean, what you just said, they did.
Barber
do that.
surgeon. They did. Yeah. This is.
Hey, they brought butt chugging to real life.
Except with medication.
They didn't know
it
it.
was alcohol. It was medication.
Okay, so this next one is, and our last one is called Dentistry Made Easy. Sam A., a waiter on the riverboat City of Cincinnati, was troubled by a toothache on July 21st, 1924. For a home remedy, he tied the offending molar to the boat's anchor and threw it overboard. The tooth came out all right, and so did the lower half of Sam's jaw. He bled to death in his sleep that night.
Oh, his bottom jaw came out.
I mean, it says a piece, but I imagine like a large part of his fucking jaw came out.
This dumbass.
He tied his tooth, which, yes, to an ankle, which I'm going to point out just real quick. It said it was hurting. It didn't say it was loose. So I don't know why he thought it was going to fucking come out.
He
So,
just dropped the anchor and his whole jaw fell out.
Tied it to a rope, tied like the rope to some, I'm assuming, fishing line, maybe, something like that. Just hooked it overboard.
Look like he's looking like this.
For a couple hours, Keith. I imagine
fucking lower jaw.
I imagine he bled a lot. And
I guess
really
there's
fast.
still like it's funny ways though people take their tooth out.
Oh, people
see like tie it to the door. You know, you shut the door real hard.
Yep.
Oh, people. Oh, yeah. Oh,
There's-
yeah.
people still do it.
Oh, people actually die in stupid ways. They still, oh yeah, that hasn't changed. They're just not like it's like we see these as like like, duh, why would you fucking do that? But like people still get hurt like that.
I am glad that I lost all my teeth because that was ass.
That sucked.
Ugh.
Fucking losing teeth.
Oh, dude, especially like if you lose half of your fucking jaw.
Yeah. I just didn't like when it tasted the blood in my fucking mouth.
I don't think Sam A was the brightest guys. But no, yes, that's the end of our episode this week.
I liked it.
What you think? You guys like it?
Yeah, that's fun. The short stories that was actually really cool.
Stories were pretty cool.
I was
a
looking
fan.
about from like story to story.
Yeah, we could bounce around a lot. We started in Indiana, then made our way all the way to Ohio.
Was that last one in Ohio?
Yeah, Chicago. Indiana wasn't that big. Chicago or Illinois was fucking huge, which obvious reasons. A lot of like crooked shit happened back in the day.
Michigan too.
Yeah, Michigan was pretty. Oh yeah, Michigan was big. A lot of stuff coming from Ann Arbor in the grave robbing section. I'm gonna point that out real quick.
Jim Harbaugh's man.
Probably like the worst place you could bury a family member back in the day. Anyways, yeah, guys, so that's the end of this week's episode. This next week we've got a kind of like I don't really know how to describe it. I'll put it's a kidnapping episode.
With the police officer.
Yeah, we got a special guest coming on here. He'll be on here for next weekend. Hopefully we don't wake up too hungover, and hopefully this Saturday's not like this past one. Rona, guys, so follow the socials, the Skelton Key podcast. We got a video up. We've been recording this whole time. Well, it'll be up on TikTok. All stuff recorded.
You hope it works out this time?
We hope it works out this time. I spent some good coin on a memory card, so hopefully it works. Right on, guys. Like I said, follow the socials. We'll see you guys next week. Take care,
Yep.
and catch you later.
Deuces.
See ya.